Imperious presence in net from the big guy, Jake Oettinger.
It was Jake Oettinger who was the standout player for the Dallas Stars.
Size, explosiveness, just dazzling net minding.
We're here in the Dallas Stars dressing room, and I'm curious, do you remember what it felt like the first time you walked in here?
I remember just being like so nervous, seeing Jamie and Saggy and Pavs and all the studs that I watched growing up. I just kind of wanted to stay out of the way.
Do you tell them that you watched them growing up?
No. Try not to make them feel too old.
The Dallas Stars are pleased to select
from Boston University, Jake Oettinger.
The much maligned goaltending of the Dallas Stars gets a top prospect.
So you were drafted in the first round. They'd already taken Heiskanen, and that was a situation where Dallas traded up to get you. Philadelphia was waiting, and you weren't going to get past Philadelphia, and that's why Dallas jumped and moved up and made the trade with the Blackhawks. They moved down, and Dallas got their goaltender. What do you remember from that first round?
I honestly just wanted to get picked on the first day. I was really hoping to. I kind of expected to.
Did you know it was going to be Dallas? Did you have a feeling it was going to be Dallas?
I thought it was going to be Chicago, honestly, before they traded it. I had a great relationship with their minor league goalie coach. He was saying, I'm going to do everything I can to have us pick you. And but when Dallas traded up for me, it felt like a perfect spot.
When we go back to 2017, that was Heiskanen, that was Oettinger, that was Robertson as well. How much do you look at that draft and say, that's the core of our team right there?
What probably redefined our team, and it probably saved us, there was coming a time when we might have to change, and that 2017 draft really changed the course of direction. We went through it in Detroit. It was Steve Yzerman, Shanahan, Lindstrom. We're all getting towards the back nine a little bit, and all of a sudden Zetterberg and Dax Suit showed up, and it gave the team another push for the next 6 to 8 years. That's what these group of guys have done here.
Here's Svechnikov coming free and a save. Rebound, another save, and another save. You've got to be kidding. Braden Holtby, take a bow. Unbelievable performance from Holtby.
What went through your mind when the Stars signed Braden Holtby? I think a lot of us thought, okay, the sort of path is clear here for Oettinger.
I remember looking on Twitter and seeing that they signed him. My heart dropped. I was obviously not happy, and it felt like just like a slap in the face.
We had a lot of uncertainty then. Ben Bishop, we didn't know about, he was injured at the time. Anton Kondomin had got injured, and Braden Holtby came available. And we thought, you know what, we need to get him because I don't know where these other guys are going. And my first call when I signed him was to Jake. And I said, Jake, I know you're not going to be happy. I understand, don't worry. And so came to camp, I told him, you come in, and if you blow me away and you're the guy, you're on the team, don't worry. So he came to camp, he had a good camp, but not quite ready. And so I called him in, and said, I'm sending him down. He wasn't happy, I knew it. Don't blame him at all. But in the end, now fast forward, I think it was the best thing for him.
I still believed in myself, and I felt like I was an NHL goalie at that time, and I think it just taught me how much of a business it really is, and it made me even more motivated to prove that, I was better than those two guys, and, both Holtz and Dobie were great to me and huge mentors for me and helped me a lot, but, I knew I wanted that net, and they were standing in my way.
Glove save! Jake Oettinger just broke his heart. Jake Oettinger, you were filthy right there!
He has that swagger, that chip on his shoulder, even if you want to call it a minor arrogance to him, but he's also a sponge, understands where he is in his career and his age, and he takes in all the information he can, and it's really what makes him separated and what's going to make him an elite goalie in this league for a long time.
It really gives us confidence in the back end, knowing he can make some unreal saves. He has that calm presence when he's in the net.
He's, of course, great goalie and one of our best players. Never panics and always plays with patience, so it's just great to see him gets better and better every game.
Unbelievable stop! And a sassy full split glove grab from Oettinger.
I was talking to someone who said Jake Oettinger is like the Patrice Bergeron of goaltenders. The way he prepares, the way he thinks about the game, and then after it's all about the next game.
Yeah, that's a heck of a compliment, and yeah, I think it's my profession, it's what I love to do, and there's a million different things I do on a daily basis to you know, have my body and my mind to be ready to perform every night.
What do you do? Give us a peek.
You know, whether it's cold showers in the morning or my red light therapy in the morning, and then just the pre-ice, post-ice, my acupuncture, my process has grown and gotten longer as I've, you know, turned pro.
Great save by Oettinger. Jake Oettinger makes the biggest stop of this hockey game.
Took 63 shots to get 3 past Oettinger. Johnny Gaudreau with the overtime winner. What a game.
Jake Oettinger turns in one of the best all-time series performances.
Let's talk about Game 7, Calgary Flames. That's like one of those moments where you really plant the flag and Jake Oettinger has arrived.
Yeah, I remember just being in kind of like a flow state of mind and not really thinking about anything other than the next shot. I was in an unbelievable atmosphere in the Stanley Cup playoffs, and was just trying to enjoy every second of it and put my best foot forward.
If you could go back in time last season and talk to the Jake Oettinger who didn't even know his future in Dallas prior to the season and tell him where you'd be now, what would you say?
I'd say just enjoy every second, and you're living your dream every day. So I try to never take a day for granted, and every day I get to put this jersey on is a blessing, so I'm really happy to be here.
Jake Oettinger, the first shutout of this entire postseason belongs to him.
We talk a lot about teams and their windows. We look at the Dallas Stars and we say they could win the Cup this year, and they could win the Cup next year and the following year. Like, there's a number of windows.
Mm-hmm.
How often do you talk about all these different windows now that are open to the Dallas Stars?
Never. Just, we want to win this year. That's our only goal. And, you know, we have a lot of great young guys, and, you know, every guy in this room wants to win right now. And it's exciting to know that you're going to be on a good team for a long time. And I want to be the group that brings this team a cup.